Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Boisterous coming to you with some Platinum League Pandemonium out of the Seredin Plateau. Spawning down here in the bottom right hand corner we have GGProtential as the red Protoss, and over here in the bottom left hand corner we have Seredin, the blue Protoss. As this game kicks off, they're both just talking about their league placements, as people usually do. GGProtential asking if he's diamonds, saying being thrown around. Not quite sure what that means. Is he losing a lot? I don't know. However, I'm good. Yeah, I've forgotten to plug in my actual microphone a couple times, and that sounds awful, so just had to check that real fast. We have both players dropping down their pylon. Seredin's dropping the closer to the Nexus pylon. However, they're both scouting, so it doesn't really make any effect on anything. GGProtential saying he just beat a mid-diamond Zerg, so it's nice. Nice job, GGProtential. Congratulations. We have the pylon finishing up from both players, neither of them getting supply blocked. And yeah, it probably did, but you have no idea. And Seredin actually saying he's matching up against the Masters, which is, I'm not sure, because he's Platinum. And GGProtential. Oh my god. Was that going on the entire game? Did he really misrally? Oh my god, he did. He misrallied his Nexus. Probes have just been spawning and sitting there. Wow. That is not good. Not good at all, GGProtential. Fix your rally. Fix your rally. Oh god. What? I can't. I don't even... Oh, and by the way, this is what I was talking about. Everybody should make these boxes with patrols when they scout, because honestly, it means you don't have to click back over here every 5 seconds to set another rally point for your probe. We have both gateways wrapping up from our players, actually doing it at almost the exact same time. Seredin's was slightly earlier. However, it's milliseconds. It doesn't even really matter. And we have Seredin's probe not getting patrolled rallied, so you see him having to constantly click back over here and set it again, whereas this probe is just going to run forever. He might get tagged every once in a while though, which is really the only annoying thing about this. We have both players dropping their cyber cores at, around the same time, with GGProtential's being like 4 or 5 seconds earlier. So, just little tiny things that contribute to your lead. Interestingly, we have both players actually saving quite a bit of chrono boost. Yeah, I mean, GGProtential definitely saved more, actually. No, they both saved around the same amount. Oh no, GGProtential saved like 25 more. So GGProtential is going to have a couple less probes, or not. What did Seredin chrono boost then? If he didn't chrono boost his probes, has he killed the worker? No. Did he chrono boost the zealot out? I guess it's possible. Not smart, but possible. I don't know why you would chrono boost the zealot out there. That makes no sense. So yeah, we have the actually really fast robotics facility coming out from both players. Wow, they both went one gate robo. Huh. Interesting. Now I'm guessing they're both going to drop the second and third gateway. So, actually, wait, where's this guy's robo? Oh, there it is. Alright, so yeah, we have 3 gate robo coming out from Seredin, 3 gate robo coming out from GGProtential. His third gateway is going to be much slower though. Yeah. This is interestingly lining up so far. So we have basically mirror builds from both players. And Seredin having the 1 supply lead, but I'm guessing that's just a worker. Actually, no, it's not a worker. Oh, right, he made a zealot. And a sentry. So Seredin has 3 units compared to the 1 from GGProtential. However, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Plus the fact that GGProtential has an observer, I would actually say that he's in the lead. And, yeah. GGProtential is going to come in here with this observer, scout out his opponent's base. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that neither of them are expanding at this point. They're kind of at the, they've managed to get past the stage where both of them would be would be for getting, so they're basically in the stage where both of them should be expanding and taking that one natural expansion. However, I guess that there's still the potential for super aggressive moves out of Seredin, because he has a lot more units. He has 4 sentries already, compared to the 2 stalkers of GGProtential. However, GGProtential is now getting his units out, and he's building an immortal himself. So both players building immortals, very, very standard from both of them. I can't really say anything other than that. They're both doing... Oh, Seredin's actually dropping the Twilight Council. So we may see some Templar play. And versus other Protoss, I actually prefer Colossus play. However, Templar are really nice as well. I don't know why I prefer Colossus play. It just has a better effect on Protoss units, I feel, than Storm. Because Storm is kind of easy to micro out of for Protoss, especially if you have like Blink Stalkers, because you just blink your units out and they take a whole of like 15 damage. And Colossus is kind of hard to deal with because you need to make Phoenixes, and Phoenixes don't snipe them amazingly fast. So usually you need Blink Stalkers to snipe them anyway. However, you know, Blink Stalkers can kind of get mopped up really fast. So I just like Colossi more. Just a personal thing. We have GGProtential actually chrono boosting out some Warp Gate, and yeah, there's force fields as you would expect at this point. And does he have an observer? Does he have an observer? No, he does not have an observer, which is interesting and not good. You want an observer at this point. I'm surprised he's not even making an observer, because observers are kind of important. And this observer from GGProtential is going to give him such a lead, because he's going to know exactly Seredin's unit comp. He's going to know what units he wants and what units he most certainly does not want. Yeah, and we have more Stalkers coming out from GGProtential. This ball is getting pretty big for both players, but at this point it's kind of just a standoff. GGProtential is in a perfect position to take his expansion as soon as this wraps up, though, which is great for him. And interestingly enough, we do not have Seredin building anything out of this robot. Oh no, there's the observer. I just missed it. Whoops. So we do have the observer setting itself across the map, with however observers propel themselves. I'm still not completely clear on how observers fly. I don't know. And we have the observers, and yeah, there's the blink from Seredin right up into the main. Very, very annoying. However, GGProtential is already waiting there. I'm surprised he didn't keep his sentries on the low ground, though, because that kind of opened him up for a big attack. If Seredin had decided to go up this ramp at that point, he would have been in such a good position. And here comes Seredin. Is he going to beat GGProtential to the ramp? Oh, he's going to blink up into the main and then run into the ramp. That would actually be a beautiful play. There's the 2 force fields. Why did he... You don't need that 3rd force field. I'm also extremely surprised that he isn't just sending like his 2, 3 immortals to deal with that, and, you know, keeping his sentries down here. Oh god, the splitting of the army from Seredin. So many force fields from both players. So many really, really nice force fields from both players too. However, Seredin, I think if he had a, you know, consolidated army there, he would have won. But at this point, it's kind of getting a bit late. GGProtential's Nexus is up. Seredin needs to be sniping that Nexus. Seredin needs to be sniping this Nexus. Because then nothing else matters as long as he gets this Nexus and kills it. But is the Nexus gonna go down? No. What? The Nexus is gonna live? Really, Seredin? Alright, so GGProtential is way ahead of his opponent at this point, like astronomically far ahead right now, because he has 3 immortals, and you can't push against 3 immortals with Stalkers. It's never going to work. Immortals will absolutely wreck your army into bits, because it takes like 4 shots for them to kill a Stalker, and if there's 3 of them, they're basically just going to be one-shotting Stalkers all over the place. Interestingly enough, neither players have gone for any upgrades at this point, which is kind of a surprise. Usually you see Protoss go for, you know, +1 for their immortals early on, because +1 for your immortals is really, really nice. And we have Seredin kind of just sitting around, not doing a whole lot again. Yeah. He's just going to play it very passively. However, with this Nexus coming up, he's trying to catch back up to his opponent, I feel like. But GGProtential is going to be pushing in, and GGProtential has a very superior army. Yeah. Seredin should cancel this. He doesn't have enough immortals to cover it, and he's not going to cancel it. This Nexus is going to die. I mean, like, I don't see this Nexus living through an engagement for the next 30 seconds. There's the units coming out from GGProtential. However, Seredin with beautiful positioning at the top of the ramp, and GGProtential with just the want to throw away his units, is doing okay. God, GGProtential really wants to kill his own units. He does have an immortal here now, which is good against stalkers, and he's sniping off his target firing actually quite nicely. But the immortal goes down. However, this is the Nexus. It's gonna just keep these 4 stalkers here and finish off the Nexus. And yeah, that is not where Seredin wants to be at this point in the game. Definitely not where Seredin wants to be. Losing that Nexus was pretty nasty. I'm not sure how he plans to come back from that. Like, I'm just not sure. 'Cause that wasn't good. And we still have neither player really teching at all. We do have Blink out of Seredin, and I don't think GGProtential is Blink yet. No, he does not. So neither player, yet again, neither of them have upgrades. This is getting kind of interesting. Although we have 5 stalkers from Seredin, 6 stalkers from Seredin, kind of just sitting there on the outside of GGProtential's base, not doing a whole lot, clicking around, seeing where the gateways are. And this is going to be the 5th gateway? Yeah, 5th gateway. And is he gonna be forced to cancel? Yep. So still only 4 gateways from GGProtential. However, he has such a lead in units that I feel like he could push and win. Because Seredin still isn't building immortals, which is kind of what he needs. And we have the robotics bay coming out of GGProtential, so finally we're going to see some tier 3 tech coming out from these players after such a long stalemate at the immortal tier 2. And yeah, I'm still surprised he hasn't gotten, I'm still surprised neither of these players have gotten upgrades. That still befuddles me. And we have the observer flying as fast as it can away from its opponent observer, because if observers see each other, one of them usually dies. And we have a dark shrine. Really? Wow. Alright, so a dark shrine coming out from Seredin. Apparently that's what he was using this Twilight Council for, Blink and dark shrine. Because when in doubt, get your DTs out. It's just the best way to do it is Protoss. Even against other Protoss. And we have the Zealot Stalker Immortal Ball, even though it's really just kind of Stalker Ball at this point, because he just bailed in the Immortals and the Zealots. And this Observer, did these just fizzle? Did like the 4 Stalker Beams that would have taken out this Observer, I mean, did like, what? God, this Observer is a boss. If it had a kill count, it would be like 15 right now, because it just killed all of those little Stalker Beams. Well, that's interesting. We have Seredin's much smaller army kind of just sitting here. However, with Dark Templar on the way, I don't think he needs a big army. And GGProtential is sending his observer out. Don't get your observer sniped, GGProtential. GGProtential. Oh god. Alright, so the observer gets sniped, which with DTs on the way, not what you want to happen. Especially considering the fact that, oh, he does have a second robot that's not building anything, so he should make another observer. However, he doesn't really know about these DTs yet, and there's the first DT warping in. So this is gonna, I feel like this DT might do quite a bit of work for Seredin. It's probably gonna be the thing that pulls him back into the game, to be honest, because he's really, really far behind, 74 to 112 supply, with GGProtential, and what I feel is the clear tech advantage. However, with these 2 DTs, You never know. And this DT just wants to be part of the army. He just wants to be Commander DT. However, now he's moving into the base, and he's probably just going to go right for the mineral line. Oh, there is no mineral line here. Well, so he's just going to be sniping, you know, the 6 probes that are mining gas in the main base, which is a hassle. Don't get me wrong, that's very annoying. However, not the most important thing. And we have the second DT really being annoying. And this Colossus, and they're going to move across the map. Because, of course, what you want to do when your entire mineral line is getting sniped by DTs, counter attack. And GGProtential is also, oh god, Stark Templar mowing things down. And there's finally the Red Observer warping in some Zealots. Why wouldn't you just warp in Stalkers? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And yep, now this Stark Templar is going to be cleaned up pretty fast, and the engagement at the front is going completely in GGProtential's favor, because the only thing is, oh, whoa, 3 Dark Templar, and he doesn't have any observers. So, you know, never mind that thing where I said that it was going completely in GGProtential's favor, because DTs are pretty good, especially if you can't see them. They are extremely annoying. However, beautiful positioning out of both of these Colossi up on the high ground cliffs right here in the middle of the map. Is this one gonna live? Wow. This Mentor Colossus is being extremely annoying. What? Okay, so apparently you cannot kill Colossus if they're up on the high ground. And there's the laser thingies coming out from the Colossus. Here's the second one though. And is this laser thingies gonna snipe off the front Immortal? Maybe. Get the Immortal. I know there's a couple of DTs over here. We get the Immortal. There you go. Alright, now it's just gonna be a one-on-one between the Immortal and the Colossus. However, the fact that the Immortal doesn't have any shields left is going to give the battle to the Colossus. And yeah, now there's just 3 DTs kind of sitting here chilling. They're moving up here. They're going to wipe out this photon cannon before it gets up. So this is going to be extremely annoying for GGProtential. However, he's pretty far ahead at this point. You know, Seredin still hasn't really mined anything out of his natural. He doesn't have any. Oh my god, he can't even build another Nexus. He's forced to long range mine. And why is he super long range mining? He could long range mine these natural mineral patches, but no. He is long range mining the 3rd. That does not make any sense to me. Because he's long range gassing the natural, but he's long range mining the 3rd. I don't have words to describe it. However, it appears that these 3 DTs did manage to snipe off the Nexus that was at this place, which is very annoying for GGProtential. However, not nearly annoying as the fact that he is long range mining his 3rd. Oh, there we go. Now he's long range mining his natural. Yay! Finally figured it out. So, yep. He might actually have enough probes to fully saturate long range mining his natural. Nah, he's not even close. Never mind. However, he still has a lot of probes. So, we have 38 probes. Oh, look at that. Finally, he's building an Nexus. Woo! So yeah, that's going to be very bad for Seredin, because if this Nexus gets sniped, it's game over. Actually, I think it's game over already. I don't know why GGProtential doesn't just push out and finish it. He's gonna take his 3rd first? Really? You sniped off your opponent's natural. You should have known he was mined out. You know that he doesn't have a 3rd. He's been long ranged mining his natural. He couldn't even build a Nexus until this point. Just kill him. Please just kill him. Nope, he's dropping down the Nexus to 2 pylons. So, we're going to sit back and watch this game progress as I take a sip of coffee. Coffee. So, we have the Nexus. This is actually the Battle Hero Nexus, or the Battle Hero Colossus. Why did I say Nexus? This is the Battle Hero Wow, what is wrong with me? This is the Paleo Colossus that actually took out 2 Immortals. And we have this Observer. Alright, good. He's gonna go take out that Observer. I had to check his player cam real fast because I wasn't sure if he could see it. However, is this the same Observer that like whiffed the 4 Stalker shots that would have killed him? If this is that same Observer, this Observer is still a boss. Like, really? Wow. I'm very impressed by this Observer. And yeah. I feel like I'm watching Brood War, like I'm watching the Brood War stream I was watching yesterday. I just feel like it. So there was this Protoss that literally made every game last an hour and 10 minutes. It was the most annoying thing ever. God, he would rush out like 8 Zealots, destroy his opponent's natural, and then just sit there for an hour and 10 minutes. And just wait for him to win the game, like by proxy. However, I'm gonna keep talking about this. And yeah, we have GGProtential, his giant army. Not yet enough to deal with the 6 Stalkers. Make that 9 Stalkers, actually. 9 Stalkers and 3 DTs. And finally, Seredin has managed to get the Nexus up at the natural. And he has secured a 3rd. So, you know, he might be clawing his way back into this game. I mean, it's still a long way to claw because he needs to make up like 30 supply in units, and a tech advantage and a comp advantage, because this composition will absolutely own him right now. And most of his units are probes, and probes are of course not the greatest unit in the game. Is this a speedy Observer? He got Observer speed. How cute. That's nice. So yeah, we do have Observer speed out of GGProtential. And this is still a lot of Stalkers. A lot of Stalkers, couple Colossus. I'm surprised he's not making more Colossus. However, he's gonna push. And he's most likely going to. And this Stalker just blinked up onto the high ground for what seemed like no reason. Now, of course, Seredin being extremely threatening with his not that many Stalkers. And actually, yeah, losing most of his not that many Stalkers. His 3 DTs are running in here. However, there's a Photon Cannon here that is going to die quite rapidly because that was 3 DTs. Now the probes are going to be running away as fast as they can. They're not even going to try to surround the DTs, which is what you see a lot of people do, is they like just try to surround the DTs so that the DTs can't get anywhere. However, yep, there's the Observer scouting out for him. And, look at that, nice little pause from GGProtential. And, yep, so this is over. GGProtential has twice his opponent's supply, and probably, if I can remember the hotkey for supply, army supply is Control A, there we go. And like 4 times his army supply, give or take a couple. So this game is pretty solidly in GGProtential's court. And let's just open up this overlay again. 27 to 85. Just think about that. 27 supply and Stalkers, and you know, a couple of Observers, and 85 supplies in stuff that will kill 27 supply and Stalkers. That's basically what we're looking at right now, folks. And you know, the main base completely mined out. The natural is actually almost completely mined out from GGProtential. However, he has a 3rd up, so it doesn't really matter. And these Dark Templar are breaking into the base. Going to be extremely annoying. What is he going to go for the snipe on? The Nexus that doesn't matter. I don't see anything mining and taking stuff back to this Nexus. Like, I mean, if it was like a Zerg Hive, I guess it would make sense. However, that made no sense. He was just swinging at a Nexus. I mean, he could have at least done hull damage to another building. But he chose not to. So, we have... Is this going to be the push-out? Is he going to push out? Please, GGProtential, please just push out. This game has gone on for literally like 20 minutes too long. Please push out. Oh, there we go. Alright. So now the 2-2 Stalkers are going to overtake the 0-0 Stalkers and Zealots, and that was another thing that I forgot to mention. GGProtential also had the pretty insane upgrade lead. This was kind of, you know, Seredin was dead for most of this game. And the Stalker Link Up is actually going to have more Stalkers than Seredin's entire army. So we are going to finally see the maneuver into the main base and Seredin dying. Woo, finally. And the DTs are going to try to do what they can do, but the Observer is there, and Seredin GG's. So anyway, guys, if you want to follow me, head on over to youtube.com/user/boisteroussc2. If you want me to commentate any of your games, send them on into boisteroussc2@gmail.com. And if you guys are looking for a clan or looking to get your clan name out there, go sign up at sc2clans.org, and you know, sign up there anywhere. Anyway, it might get up to that awesome status, and you always want to be in like those first few people that sign up for it, because then, you know, you're one of those awesome people. So anyway, guys, this is Boisterous signing out.